And we live.
And we live. What's up? What's up?
What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a phenomenal Monday. We're gonna let some of our viewers come on here and join. We got a man. When I tell y'all this interview, man, listen, y'all better have y'all pens and pads ready. I'm telling you guys, this interview is. I can't wait to dive in with this couple to see, not only what they've been doing, but just phenomenal work, guys. Phenomenal work.
Yes, when I tell y'all they've been down in North Carolina killing this mobile home game, I'm super excited. Me and Byron, we always learn new stuff too when we do these interviews. So I'm just looking forward to them sharing their journey. And they're a couple like us. So that's another beautiful thing to see another Black couple out here getting it together in the mobile home investing business.
Yes. So first and foremost, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to our channel. All right, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn that notification on so you guys can get every Monday. We're going to be live with an interview. Okay. And then second of all, okay, we're super excited not only to have this couple, but I see real quick. What's up, Gabe? How you feeling? Hope all is well.
What's going on, Gabe?
All right, we got Bernadette joining us. How you feeling, Bernadette? Hope all is well with you. But yeah, my name is Byron.
Yes, and I'm Charnice. For those who don't know us, we go by the Mobile Home Elite Investors. So yeah, we've been doing this now. It's going on 3 years, full-time mobile home investors, been doing all things mobile homes. We got parks now. I mean, we do it all. We eat, breathe, and sleep mobile home investing, and it's changed our lives. And that's why we love to do these YouTube lives, because now we can bring on some of our students and they can talk about their journey and how it's changed their lives.
Yes, for sure. So again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And real quick, let's do a quick roll call before we bring in our guests, because we want to know where our people checking in from. So Charnice and I, we're hailing from Chicago to Windy City. I see Denise. What's up, Denise? We got Latoya. What's going on? Where y'all put your name and where you checking in from? We always want to know where is everybody checking in from. I see we're getting more people on the live, and we want to warm it up for our special guests and make sure we got some, we showing love from all over the country. So where you guys checking in from? Oh, awesome. I got one of the Facebook users. We got Florida in the house. Okay, Daryl, what up? North Carolina in the house. Where else we checking in from? Where you guys checking in from? Oh, awesome. Okay, we got Cleveland. What's up, Aaron? What's up, Deidre? We got Charlotte. Oh, man, we deep in North Carolina. Forest Park. Okay.
Yeah, South Carolina.
Man, okay, here we go. Who else we got? Oh, T. Sloan. What up, brother? We got Charlotte in the house. Hey, we deep in North Carolina. Oh, man, we got Detroit in there. Oh, man, who else we got? GA. DMV. Oh man, I love it. We all over the place. So listen, I'm glad we shown. We all over the country checking in all over. I love it. Are you ready to bring on our special guest?
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. We got somebody from Fayetteville, Arkansas. My family down there.
Oh man, that's what's up. Shout out SC Texas Moving Services. I love it. So without further ado, listen, we are so excited to bring on this couple down there killing. I can't wait till y'all hear their story. Hailing from the Carolinas, we got Nichole and Tim Briscoe. Let me go ahead and bring them up. Make sure y'all show some love for Nichole and Tim Briscoe. Let me take y'all off mute. What's up, family? How y'all feeling?
Good. How y'all doing?
Good. Oh, super blessed. We super excited to have you guys on here. And man, y'all see everybody where they checking in from. We all over the country tonight.
That's right.
Let's get it. So we're gonna dive right into it, right? We got Nichole and Tim Briscoe, and like I said, I'm excited because when we linked up on live and we was able to start the conversation to find out what you guys been cooking up during the pandemic has been mind blowing. So
absolutely.
Let us know, tell us about yourself. Let us know, location and background. Let the people know about Nichole and Tim.
All right. Well, like you said, I'm Nichole. I am from 757 Virginia all day. Okay.
Hey.
I live in Burlington, North Carolina. I still work full time. I'm a school social worker. Sharnice and I were talking last week. I didn't know she was a social worker too. So that's my background.
Yep.
And I'm Tim, and I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. My background, I have a degree in music, but my full-time job, I work full-time as well. My full-time job is insurance underwriting. So that's where I'm at.
Oh man, I see we got some family on there. See Danny Howard, hey nephew. All right, I love it. Right? When she said, hey Nichole, showing some love. I love it. I love it. So, man, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it, right? Like you said, working full time, but I know we're gonna get into the numbers, but what y'all been able to accomplish. Everybody on here, when I tell you what this couple represents is no excuses. No excuses at all. That's what they represent.
Yeah, so I love it. What I just heard was that y'all both still work full time, but now you guys have transitioned into kind of like full-time mobile home investors too. So let us know how you got started. Like, how did you get introduced to mobile home investing, and why did you choose mobile home investing?
Yeah, you got to tell it because it's really you and on me. So,
so what happened was in January, I paid for a fix and flip course of single family homes. I tried that out. It didn't work. Through that course, I heard the term wholesaling. So I started watching wholesale videos on YouTube. I tried that. That didn't work. So I'm like, man, what can I do? Woke up in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. Saw a young Black couple talking about mobile homes. And I was like, let me watch this. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Wow. I think y'all were on, it's a Black podcast. It was 2 Black guys. Y'all were talking
Earn Your Leisure.
Yeah.
I woke my husband up at 4 or 5 a.m. He's like, what's wrong? What's up? What's wrong? I was like, babe, we got to do mobile homes. We got to do mobile homes. He was like, that's what you woke me up for? Listen, I couldn't go back to sleep.
This is midweek too, so
I came in the spare bedroom and started writing stuff out. So then I told my husband, I'm like, look, they took out like what do you call those loans? Like payday loan. I said, hey, you know, we got excellent credit together, but we can do this. And what I love about our relationship is I'm the risk taker. If you say I can make money, I'm like, let's jump, let's go. And my husband is like, slow down, just slow down. Yeah. So when it came down to talking numbers, I was like, let's take out a loan. My husband was not feeling it. So I had to pull up to the bank by myself. And I was like, babe, listen, I really got a good feeling about it. It just so happened when I watched the webinar the very next day, you all were doing a live showing like, hey, this is what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. We paid for the course that night, went and I took out the personal loan the next day and got approved the same day for $20,000. And I was like, I'm going to make this work.
Yay, I love it. Wow. And I love it because I'm listening to it. I'm just like, I'm hearing you know, what we was doing all over again. I'm just like, wow, that's powerful.
Yeah, it's powerful because it's the same thing. I told Byron, like, we got to do mobile homes. Like, you know, it's the same thing. He wants to do the traditional route, wants to do single family and multi-units. And same thing. I heard a podcast talking about mobile homes. And I think the beautiful thing, too, is what I heard is just that partnership. You know, just that partnership and just knowing that, you know, you had your husband there and I had Byron there and, you know, they were okay and we rocking and rolling with the mobile home, something different. And then, you know, all of us being African-American too, that's
right.
Powerful. Yes.
I'm telling you, that's y'all being young African-American couples what pushed me. I'm like, babe, if they can do it, we can do it. And I ain't gonna lie, I said, babe, they took out one of them predatory loans.
Exactly.
Hey,
I said, our APR not even gonna be that high. Let's do this.
I love it.
Oh man, I love it. And real quick, man, I love this one. Kayla Austin said, "That's my mama."
That's right. My baby watching from her bedroom. She 15 years old. She talking about, Mom, can I JV a deal with you? I'm
okay.
real talk, she's been looking at houses on the internet and on Facebook and things like that. So she's really involved, and she helps with some administrative stuff.
Yep.
And going into business stuff, we actually have her on payroll. So
hey, I love it. Speaking of family fair, shout out our cousin Danica.
Hey,
Hey, cousin.
We got the Chicago family in there. Yeah. So I love it because you talked about how you got introduced to it, and now we're gonna kind of talk about about the mobile home deals, right? So you got introduced to it, but I want to know what about like just the deals that made you curious?
With taking the course, when you all talked about ROI, and I downloaded a calculator called 10B2 that showed me what I can get a return on interest. My husband was sold. He's a numbers person, so y'all don't see him a lot posting and stuff. But if he won't behind me, this wouldn't work. He's the number guy. He crunches everything. He's like, if you want to put this much into this house, we have to sell it for this much. So if you don't want to do this, you need to get them cheaper floors. So he does all the numbers for me. So once we got into that first house, I promise you, the second house, the third house just started rolling.
Yeah. Our biggest thing is, and we talked about it already. We pretty much haven't spent $1 of the business on ourselves, like not $1. So that's one reason why we're still working. But another reason is eventually to build up the business enough so we can resign and have the business work for us.
Yep.
So we can have that passive income, so that we can do other things and have other streams of income that doesn't necessarily have to be mobile home business.
So every dollar we get, every wholesale deal we get, every down payment we get, we turn it and flip it and buy another mobile home.
I love it.
So now the first of the month, when it's time to pay our mortgage, I say, look at all these deposits coming in from we sitting at a couple $1,000s a month just the first month when it roll in.
I love it, man. That's so dope.
I love it. That's so dope. So okay, let's get into that first deal, because I feel like the first deal is always either a great deal or it's a deal where you like, I don't know about this mobile home investing journey. So talk about your first deal, what the purchase price was, if it was any rehab, and kind of what that profit looked like.
Well, I can say before we get deep into it, the first deal was, you could say it was frustrating, but at the end of the day, we still made a really, really, really good return on investment. So I'll let her get into the details on the beginnings of it, and then I'll go over the numbers to alleviate some of that stress that we have.
I love it.
Listen, when y'all buy the course, because I'm telling y'all need to buy the course. When you buy the course, when you see your first house, it don't mean you need to buy the first house. Don't be like me, okay?
That's what happened.
Okay. Just wanted to let y'all know that. So the first house was $800. And I was like, babe, Byron and Shanice said $5K or less. It's $800. You gotta do it. And my husband was like, but Byron and Shanice said, don't move your first house. I was like, but nah, I'm gonna learn more. Just let me do it. I moved that first house. The return wasn't bad. The rehab wasn't bad. But that house had 2 dead cats and 40 dead mice.
Wow.
He took out 90 bags of trash. It was occupied by a hoarder. And so the house was only $800. And I went to go and look at it at night. Where anywhere in the course does it say go look at houses in the dark? No electricity, but I was so hungry for my first deal. So total all in from moving the house, the purchase price, we spent about $11,000. But we turned around and sold the house for over $24,000.
Wow!
And we were done in 6 weeks? About 6 or 7 weeks.
No, it was about 6 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks actually.
Wow, that is amazing. Like, first of all, what y'all went through, like you said, like you said, hey, listen, I know Byron already said don't move this, but you still took the risk. But look at the reward. And one thing I want to tell you, I love how you said, like, it could have been pretty much, it had some issues and problems, but I'm pretty sure y'all learned a whole lot from that experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. The biggest thing I learned from that is basically like, you know, you got to do what it takes to get it done. Because towards the end of it, I was in there working. I was in there painting. You know, I would get off at 5:30. I would go in there at 6 o'clock till dark, and we still ain't got the lights turned on. So I'm in there waiting. You know, summertime, so it's still light outside till about 8 o'clock. So those types of things, all of us were in that house. So that was the thing.
And I'm telling y'all, we sold that house. Every house we've put on the market, with the exception of the last one, we sold in one day. The last house we sold in took 2 days to sell. Every house placed on the market. And people are like, oh my gosh, what you do so special? Let me spell it out for you. FACEBOOK. Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
Okay.
And good pricing.
And
Right.
And good pricing. I mean, of course, take the course, but we have our own strategies on how we price and how we research to make the price at a certain point so we can sell it in a day or two.
Yes.
I love it, man.
I love it. And I love that too, because like you guys said, the course is going to get you started. It's great strategies. It's our strategies that we use. But then I love, and this is for everybody, you want to take the course and switch it up and change it to what works best for your individual situation as well. And then once you do that, I feel like that's when a lot of more people start succeeding too as well. When you just take the information instead of just, again, doing exactly what we say to do, but then also tweaking it for your liking too.
Yeah. And I love to see, hey, so inspirational. I love the dedication. But this is the one I love right here. Kayla said, I remember them pain days. Y'all had the family up in there.
Yeah, we had my daughter in there painting. She was like, Mommy, it smells so bad. We was like, the reward will be great. Yeah, that's in there as an older gentleman. You know, like my husband said, we switched up our strategy. So if we're being honest on this first deal, the guy came, we were only asking for $3,000 down. He had $5,000 to put down.
Wow.
But you know, to be spiritual, I wasn't feeling him. Something won't feeling right about him. This older gentleman came. He didn't have any money to put down, but he said, hey, instead of putting a down payment down, what if I give you almost well over twice the amount of rent? And I said, sold to the man.
Right. Okay.
Cash flow.
Cash flow. Okay. I love it. I love it.
Wow. So for the first 4 months, we switched it up where basically instead of the down payment, he just paid a higher amount of rent, which worked out great.
I love that.
And that's just really, you know, not only is from your heart, but you know, you're providing opportunity for him, right? Because like you said, he didn't have too much money, but I'm pretty sure he working his butt off to provide the roof over your house. And that's one thing too, you mentioned about you weren't really feeling that dude vibes, his energy, right? It was a little bit off. And you know, sometimes everybody who's on here, you got to realize that, you know, just because of the dollar, some it don't matter how much they offering you. If you ain't feeling it, your gut feeling ain't with it, sometimes it's okay to walk away because God gonna bless you with another blessing, you know, that's even better for you.
Absolutely.
And you don't know what that person can bring to the park, you know, and I didn't want to mess up my relationship with the park owner. It was just something it wasn't right with me.
Right. No, for sure. So one thing I love too, you know, if anybody who saw the flyer, right, we talked about, you know, we know you guys bought some houses, but y'all wholesale some deals too. So I want y'all to walk me through y'all favorite wholesale deal. Because a lot of people on here that, you know, I get it, you know, money sometimes can be, you know, it can be tight, right? And we tell people, if you don't have the capital to get started, right? Because Nichole and Tim, they were in a position where their credit was good, where they go take out a loan. But sometimes you may not have that. So walk us through that that wholesale deal.
So before I forget, my brother Mark Anthony told me to tell you what's up.
My brother, what's up, man?
He told me to tell you what's up. And when it came to wholesaling, I took the course. I still didn't understand. So I'm like, let me hit up my boy Calvin here. I hit him up as well. He had a wholesaling course. So I'm like, all right, I took his course. And this is exactly what happened. My favorite deal was this house about 30 minutes away from us. It was bought to me by another young lady. I'm telling you, mobile home investing is all about maintaining relationships and building partnerships. So with that being said, a young lady had inboxed me asking me about movers. And when she asked me about movers, she said, yeah, I'm heading your way to look at this house. So I said, well, let me meet you out there. Went out there. She was trying to move the home. The house had a built roof on it, which is like single family house roof on it. And he's like, look, you can't move it. It's too heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we need to wholesale this house. Got that house. He said, all I want for that house is $5,000. I tried to talk him down. He said, nope, I want $5,000. His father died. He wanted $5,000 for the house. Wrote up the contract. We came to agreement, $5,000. Y'all, I made this lady get in a bidding war with herself. So many people came to look at the house. The offer I got on the house, the highest offer was $12,000. Here it go again. This was in one day. I was about to leave. We were going to the bank. I was happy because her and I were going to split the profit.
Right.
We only owed him $5. That's $7 for me and her to split. A lady just inboxed me and said, call me. I'm like, for what? I'm heading to the bank. Let me call her. So I called her and she's like, look, I live in Julian, not too far away. Let me come and look at the house. I let her come and look at the house. She started crying. This house is perfect. My son stays in Raleigh. It's too far. Please let us come. I stay there. Her son come there. She said, tell me what your highest offer is on that house. She had already, so you gotta listen, Linda. Listen. Talk. So I let her talk, and she was like, we just applied for another house. He didn't get it. So she was like, it didn't go through. Something told me she had more money. She said, tell me what the higher offer is on this house, and I'm gonna beat it. It was, remember I told you I was 12.
Right.
I said 16,500. I just blurted out. She said, I got 17,000 for you.
Nichole, yeah.
She went to the bank. Amen. She went to the bank. And she came back with the deposit. I went ahead and marked that pending. That 17,000 came on through. Yep. We gave him his 5, and the owner said, I'll be shocked if you sell this for 10. I was so nervous because as I was showing the house,
to move out. Yeah,
he was moving his daddy's stuff at the house, and I'm like, Lord, I don't need them to get to talking.
Yeah.
I don't need them. Oh, we sold that house for $17,000.
Yeah,
all he wanted was 5.
Wow.
Man,
I love that. I love how, again, you said originally you said you had it for 12, but you like, look, I can tell I've been listening to her, and that's what I tell all of our students. You have to listen to your prospective buyers. You have to listen to them because they're going to tell you so much information, even within just a conversation, whether it's on Facebook Marketplace or even when you're in person with them. But yeah, I love that. And from that listening, you were able to end with that $17,000 profit. That's amazing.
Yes.
And built another relationship. She's like, I love your customer service. And she didn't understand what I was doing. She was like, why aren't you a realtor? Why don't you have a license?
Yeah.
Oh no, honey, you know. Okay. She's like, well, can you find my mama house? I'm like, sure. You know, well, what's her budget? She's like $30,000. And I'm like, Lord, she can go to the dealership. Right. We don't want to go to the dealership. I love working with you. If you could find us this, we want it. And I just want to stick working with you. You should become a realtor. And I was like, thank you, Susan, but I'm okay, girl. That was our best wholesale deal.
As far as wholesale, yeah.
Wow.
That is. I mean, you see everybody in the comments. I mean, yes, that story itself it's mind blowing. So the profits that y'all get, did y'all continue to do like y'all buy and hold strategy with that?
Sort of. It's kind of like we're trying to price it, so we're more doing what the market is saying. So whatever the profit will be, if that makes sense. So we pretty much get close to 100% on returns. But if we don't get there, it's okay. If we go over, thank you. But we just try to stay with the market so we can get those homes sold quickly. Because our biggest thing is turnaround and building, get more, so we get that passive income.
Tim, you know what I love about it, Tim? You just said it so calmly. Like, hey, listen, we try to get 100% ROI. You know what I'm saying? We try, but we may fall short about it. You said that so commonly because anybody on here that does single family, that does multifamily. I mean, even if you in the market, if I come and tell you as an investor, I'm like, yo, I can bring you back 15 to 20% back on your money. You like, okay, let's work. Tim, you just said, like, again, so common. You know what, man, 100%, if we can make it. I mean, if we get 90, 80, that's cool, but we aim for that 100%. And so that's what I want everybody on here. I want you to listen to that language that he's saying, because this is what mobile home investing, the highest cash on cash return of any form of real estate investing. And we can talk this talk because it's true.
It's true, yeah. And the big thing, and it's not even a demeaning thing, but it's real. Not everybody has great credit. Mm-hmm. They can't go to a Oakwood or a Clayton Homes and get a home. Mm-hmm. You have to have good credit, just like getting a house or whatever. Yeah. So with us, the price comes like if you had bad credit and who's trying to get a used car. It's in that same market, and that's how we market it. And we still, the houses are built nicely, they're affordable, they're clean, they're safe. So we get that price.
Oh man, I love it.
I love it, man. I'm so mind blown already. We only talked about just a few deals, and I'm just so just excited, just so happy for you guys. But I want to talk about relationships now. I want to talk about, because I feel like you guys been mentioning the relationships. Me and Byron, we preach. That's really our main strategy. We preach relationships, and I know through the relationships, back in August, you guys were able to acquire 2 mobile homes from an actual park owner who was selling his park, right? Where you purchased the notes on these homes for $2,000 and the tenant still owed $14,000.
Right.
So you essentially just brought the note. I love it. You essentially just purchased the notes and didn't have to do anything to it and just start collecting cash flow.
Right.
So let's talk about those deals, but not only just those deals. Let's talk about how important it is to maintain and build the relationship with the park owners and the park managers.
Absolutely. So it's so funny that I partner and he worked with me because he is a brother and he bought his park. He sold it for a couple $1 million. He bought an even bigger park. But in the beginning, I felt like we clashed a little bit because he's super confident. Mm-hmm. And he would say stuff and was like, why? When I was flipping houses and bringing in spray, he was like, why are you doing this? You flipped it so fast. You should buy you a part. Why are you out here doing it? And I was just like, okay, but I ain't got the equity, brother. Let me get it. Hold on. So, and it wasn't like he was trying to shoot me down. He was just very direct and blunt. Yeah. So, when my tenant moved in, and when the tenant moved in, and I just got to say that real quick. Mobile home number 2, sis bought the house from New Jersey. Video walkthrough and was like, "Oh, you want 3 down? Can I give you 10 down?" That's all I put in. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes.
On that one, we literally made our money back with her down payment.
Wow, I love that.
So as soon as she moved in the next month, everything was just what how you say it, babe? Just ROI payment, right? Mm-hmm. Just ROI. Mm-hmm. But yep. So as he was selling the park, I was like, man, I don't know who's coming in. Well, he texted me one day and was like, hey, Nichole. I was like, oh Lord, I must be in trouble. He must have done something. I was like, hey, is everything okay? He was like, why wouldn't it be? I'm like, here we go. I was like, I'm just asking, everything good? He said, yeah, everything is fine. I have a proposition for you. I have 2 houses. I'm selling the park. Would you like to purchase the homes? I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Now this was maybe, I'm going to say a week or 2 before I did the wholesale deals. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let's, how much? He was like, well, they owe at the time, I think it was $14,000 and some change. I'm like, man, he's going to ask for at least $9,000 to $10,000. It's still a good return. He was like, well, I want $2,000. I said, per house? He was like, no, $2,000. I said, so $2,000 and I'm gonna own the house? He was like, $2,000 and you're purchasing the note. And I was like, oh my God. I said, I was so shocked. And my husband was like, that doesn't make sense. That's not what he meant.
Ooh.
You need to call him.
Yeah, I was like that.
Right.
I was
It's
like,
too good to
hold
be
on about
true.
that.
Literally. And all of that came from, he had other investors in that park, but he chose me.
Wow.
That came from him seeing my my ambition, my drive, me flipping the me being courteous. He does his background and credit check, but I do it too through the systems you all told us to use in the program. I use that system to do the background and credit check. I still make sure I interview him. He saw how I talk to the neighbors and say, hey, I see you. Do you have young children, older children? I always, me, it's just who I am being a social worker. If I see this house has 3 kids, I don't want to move somebody in on having the kids because they're easily annoyed, you know?
Right.
So he saw the relationships I built and he was like, yeah, I'm going to sell these 2 properties to you. We legit met at the bank parking lot. He came in town. We signed over the title to me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I just roll up on these people like, hey, I'm your landlord now. What do we do?
That's when we had to make that trip, you know. So
we made the trip. They were like, okay. It was easy. We closed the deal. I gave them another nugget. My husband and I became notaries through this.
Wow.
My notary was right there. He put his stamp on the paper.
Yeah.
Good to go.
yeah.
Wow. So, what I want everybody to hear on this, right? We talking about as investors, Nichole and Tim as investors. And again, like one thing Tim said, he said, man, I got to call. He said, you got to call him and clarify this. But what I heard is y'all invested to buy more money. That's what y'all did, right? Yeah. Y'all paid $2,000 to make $14,000 guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. And
I
so,
mean, because he was selling the park, so I don't. Maybe he just didn't want anything to do with the park afterwards.
He didn't.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And so what I love about it was what he did was, as a park owner, he trusted you guys to say, listen, instead of the next park owner coming in here and possibly deciding this family's fate, right? I'm going to take care of this family because I see they have the good. I don't know what these guys are going to do. So if they have the note, I know they're in a good place, right? Because a lot of times as owners, we honestly, we don't necessarily want to take on the responsibility. So we're looking for different investors. So he saw the potential in you guys and said, listen, I'm gonna bless them today because again, that 2,000 is, man, it's huge, right? And I listen, Devin's character and personality shine through. The Briscoes are so dope, right?
Devin.
Thank you.
Oh man, right? We got the cousins in the house. Right?
Family on here strong.
Oh man, and man, when I tell you again, everybody listen, they so proud of you guys.
That's my pastor. Hey, pastor.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Hey, pastor. And so, again, that right there that's a whole nother strategy.
Yeah.
Whole nother strategy. Buying a note, right? And then Nichole or Tim, you want to tell them what that entails of when they buy a note?
So you're buying a note. So essentially, you're buying the debt.
Yeah.
So
you're buying the debt. Yeah.
So it's simple, y'all. It was confusing to me too, but I had, my husband ran it down to me. He's selling the park.
Right.
What's the point of collecting rent on 2 properties? He done made a couple million. He's on to buy a bigger park. So he saw me and we had built a relationship. And so he's like, hey, you want to be the landlord for house A and B now?
Right.
And I'm like, okay. He's like, I give you the title. They still owe $14,000. Give me $2,000 for both houses, and you can just be their landlord. So I went in and I was like, okay. I looked up some documents. How can I tell these people I'm their landlord? I even typed it out in Spanish at the bottom. Hola, right here. Called my friend, and I was like, listen, sis is a Latino female. I need you to let her know.
Yep. So we had our Spanish speaking friend. He talked to both tenants because both tenants are Spanish speaking. So,
oh man,
and then in this deal, this park gave us a lot of things. So we got the notes, we got a tenant in the park, and also through that, the person who did our steps lives in the park. And guess what he did on our 7th mobile home? he did the whole rehab for us.
Oh, man.
It's just those ties, just being nice, my wife being inquisitive, me being open, like just those ties. Because I'm like, why don't we just get Jose to do it? Because we had an issue with one of our handyman. It just happens. So I just told her, I said, why don't we get this guy to do it? And he did it.
He came through.
Mobile
home number 7. He redid the whole thing. I have videos on Facebook. So everybody is always like, where's Jose based out of? Can he do my house? Because Jose going there and get the job in less than a week.
Yeah.
He get it done.
You handyman that has a team. So
yes.
I love it.
Oh man, I love it. Reputation, track record, and relationships.
Thank you, Shanita.
Yeah, that's it.
Shout out Shanita Blue.
Yes. So I know we got 101 people on here. That's amazing. We got it tonight. Look, they knew this was a special night. We got 102 people now. So we got all these people on here. You know, everybody's in different walks of their mobile home investing journey, but I know we got a lot of new people on here. So what's some advice that you guys would give to someone new who's jumping in and wanting to start their mobile home investing journey?
Byron, what do we say when you invited me on the interview last time? Jump off the porch, y'all.
Jump off the porch.
Jump off the porch.
He said that several times.
In relationships, whether you single or in relationships, I respect what my husband says. My husband was like, nah, fam, we're not doing this. And I just was like, how can I explain to him? We need to do this? And it was hard because in January, I had just spent $2,000 on a single family home. And that didn't work. The wholesaling didn't work. And here I am saying, hey, let's spend more money and take out a loan.
Right.
So I was just like, babe, I just have that discernment. I feel it in my spirit. Please let me do this. And he was like, well, I mean, I was like, trust me, I promise you. I said, and if we fail, it's just 20. At least it's not a hard money lender loan where it's like $100,000. And he wasn't feeling it, but I was like, I got it. We went in, took it out. He said, I'm so glad that you pushed me. But in turn, my husband guards me. He protects me. Because I'm not going to lie, y'all. Y'all remember after I told y'all I moved that first house? Out of all 7 houses, I moved 5 of them. No, hold on. Was it 4? Remember, it was 2 in the park.
7 is in the park.
7, yep. So we moved 4 of them. So, but I moved 4 of them back to back before I got to house number 5 and number 6, which were already in the park. Just because I became so comfortable with moving homes.
Wow.
And I use that as a strategy, like, oh, this house has to be moved. I go in there already. Oh, you want 10?
That's already, and I don't know how it is in other states. Of course, we've been working in North Carolina so far, but in North Carolina, the majority of the homes that we are getting, especially from Facebook and advertisement and stuff, they have to be moved because either they have an issue with the park or they are running into hardships, that type of thing. So now I would say about 75% of the homes in North Carolina that we run into have to be moved. So we've already had that in our budget for remodeling and that type of thing. So.
And that's my secret strategy. I love it when it says has to be moved because I already got my movers on deck and I go in like, let me call my boy on speaker. How much we to move? Oh, it's going to be 5,000. I'm like, see, I can't give you 10. The best I can do is about 4, but I can have it moved by Friday and you won't have to pay another month of lot rent. Okay, let's do it. And as a matter of fact, he's not going to get it on Friday. He's going to get it on Monday. I'm going to give you the lot rent. Oh, thank you so much. My family been stressed. Don't stress, boo. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, for wholesale deals too. You know, like I said, most people, they're either in a financial hardship, they're behind on their mortgage, stuff like that. So being able to say, hey, we got a stable of movers. We can move your house, you know, that type of thing. And they're willing to wholesale the deal. Because a lot of people are reluctant to do the wholesale thing. So.
Oh, man. Yes. No. And one thing, if y'all on here listening, okay, one thing that Nichole just said, she said, I see them houses. She just gave y'all game, and I'm gonna reiterate it. She said, I see the houses that said need to be moved, right? And we always encourage people, like, right, we tell them, like, if it's your first house, and you don't got a place to move it, you don't know, you just see the price.
Right.
But what did she say?
And you don't have no movers.
You don't have no movers. She said, I got movers on deck.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that? So she knows what to do in advance, right? Because that's the thing. Most of y'all might say, I found a house, it's $2,000, it need to be moved. What do I do?
Right.
No, you got to have a solution for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to have solutions. You can't, because again, if you buy a house, you buy a mobile home and it needs to be moved, right? And you ain't got nowhere to move it. Now, guess what the person who landed is going to say? I thought you bought this house to move it. Get the house off my property, right?
Yep. Or give me lot rent.
And another
exactly. That's exactly what they're gonna say. Give me lot rent. Yeah.
You have to do stuff in order. So before I just jumped out there and start moving houses, I took the course twice. Like, okay, hold on, let me read this. All right, I done built my relationships. And don't get discouraged. In North Carolina, I think Byron and them, it's like the 4th largest stakes with
I think it's the 4th, yeah.
With the amount of parks we have here, we have over 4,000. But out of the 4,000, y'all, they told me no like 30 times, no lie. I was in Delaware with family, and I had routine everything I said. So I was so routine to the point I was like, hi, yes, I wanted to know. I said my little spiel, and I was ready for her to say no. She was like, sure, we have a park. I was like, Lord, hold on, because I wasn't expecting you to say yes, because everybody had been telling us no. So once she told us yes, that was our entryway.
Yeah.
So my advice is, don't get discouraged. Make sure you jump off the porch. Take the risk. It can be done. Just be diligent. And once you get there, don't watch HGTV to remodel these houses.
Please believe. That's one thing. That's the first thing that I kind of messed up on the first house. I'm like, man, this is the most crispy model. But then, but after that, I understood it, because then I went and took the course, from her, and it just makes sense because of the clientele. The clientele, believe it or not, they do not want the gorgeous paint job.
Nope.
I mean, some of them might look and want some sort of flooring. Most time they're good with linoleum. They're good with whites and grays and beiges. You don't have to do the reds and the pinks and the light blues and the accents, and you don't have to do all that. This is different clientele.
Y'all, I screwed up trying to paint a door yellow. People in the park was like, that sure is ugly. And I'm looking like,
and I was thinking, man, that's a nice accent to the house. It's
exactly.
I'm looking at them, but like the property brothers said yellow.
The property brothers.
But it's navy blue house, and they won't feeling it. So guess what? I saved my little money, on colors, and stuck with the basic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to appeal to your clientele. Don't be doing all that extra stuff.
Oh man,
I love it.
I love it.
We say it all the time. They like basic DIY. They want to be able to come in and add their little spice to it, and anything that they want to go ahead and add. Basic colors.
Yep. And so, I hope everybody on here is taking notes, because not only is Nichole and Tim they're giving y'all game. Right? They're giving y'all game within their story, but at the end of the day, the truth behind it, right? We joke around. Somebody said, yeah, again, not the property brothers, right? But we know, right? Again, what I love about it is before I got into real estate, I used to watch a lot of HGTV, and it did make it was simple, right? You dang, they about to, okay, that's $40,000 for that rehab. Okay, they got all this stainless steel and granite. Show y'all, and so just even man. So one thing one thing Tim said, Nichole said, hey, I looked at the course. Tim said he looked at the course. How did the program help you through your mobile home investing journey?
I'm the type of person, I need a blueprint. I need you to tell me step 1, go do this. Step 2, go do this. I don't need a whole bunch of fluff. And that's what I got from the course. Step A, B, C, and D. Did I have questions? Absolutely. But guess what? Some of this stuff, after they give you A through Z, some of the stuff you just got to figure out on your own damn wheel, okay? Just use your common sense. Talk to the neighbors. I figured it out. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, what's the point of inboxing y'all for every little question? Oh my gosh, they didn't like this. And again, that's what my husband was like. Well, babe, just talk to the neighbors, see what they like.
Yeah.
My paint choices, y'all, were out there. Let's just yeah, it was out there. But I'm telling you, a lot I learned from the community, and also just joining groups and talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. And so I know we right at that 45-minute mark because I know people got questions. We got some questions for you guys. But you know what's funny though? Before we did this, Sharnice and I, normally we always like dropping people a discount, right? But I'm gonna say this: Nichole and Tim been so. I mean, I love y'all energy. I love just the story behind it. I love everything that. Originally, I was gonna get the people about 30% off tonight. I'm like, we're gonna hook them up 30% off. But you know what? For what y'all said, for what the course did to y'all, and again, I'm gonna drop it in the chat, and I hope stream y'all let us be great because I'm gonna let everybody know. I'm gonna drop this promo, right? I'm gonna drop this promo. And when I drop it, sometimes Facebook don't really like it when we dropping links. But tonight, man, I'm giving everybody 50% off because Nichole and Tim just gave y'all, from what they was able to take from the course and go this way from the course. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got to hook everybody up. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the link. Again, if y'all see that link, make sure y'all grab it. It's 50% off. Thank the Briscoes because, again, I was like, oh, man. We got to hook people up tonight because y'all took the course, and not only did y'all duplicate the process, but y'all took different angles, and y'all invested in yourselves. So again, I wanted to definitely hook everybody up. So y'all make sure y'all see that link in the YouTube. All right, click the link. It's 50% off. I'm gonna drop it again. Make sure you go ahead and get it now. 50% off on the course. And again, the course is $4.99, so you get it tonight for $249. Again, you see the Briscoes. How much money did y'all make on y'all first deal?
$12,290. I'm looking at it.
Man.
And guess what? I didn't get no discount with Byron and Shanice, so y'all better eat it up.
So the $4.99, you was able to make that back.
Yep. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. From learning from you all, I have so many people like, hey, how you do this? How you do that? I said, you know what? I'm gonna start putting a price on this. Y'all can't talk for free. Okay.
You have to.
I really appreciate just watching you all. So with that, I started mentoring a few people here, right? Nice. One girl I helped in Texas. She got I told her how to do relationship. She has 14 homes, and one girl in North Carolina and Charlotte bought 2 houses at one time.
Wow. I love that. I love that. That's what it's about. It's about that, especially at the level of success that you guys have done. Why not share it? You're going to have it. Even from this interview, you're going to have so many people hitting y'all up. Hey, yes, put a price on it because you deserve that based on the things that you guys have been able to accomplish in your journey.
And guess what? Next, we waiting for Mobile Home Elite Investors to drop this how to buy a park course. Okay,
let's go. We got some coming real soon with somebody from North Carolina. We got some coming real soon, beginning of the year. We working on everything now. So
I'm not gonna say y'all dropped that y'all went in North Carolina. Somebody was driving around like, let me see if I can find it.
Because y'all were real close.
I was babe,
real close.
Babe, we live in Burlington. I'm like, babe, they in Burlington. I gotta find them.
Crazy because we was out. They had us so busy.
We gonna
be back real soon. We gonna be back, so we definitely gonna hook up for sure.
Yeah. So let's get into some questions. I know some people got some questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the screen, and then that way we can get started with some questions. Went to the back.
Oh, okay.
So Denise Moore said, "Where did you get the personal loan from?"
With my bank, Wells Fargo. I did the LLC, the EIN, and I took out a personal loan.
Nice. Betty Boo 2.0 says, Do you do the work yourself, or have you JV'd the cost of the skilled labor with the sale of the flip mobile home?
No.
Yeah, we most of the work is not done by us. We contracted out to handyman. And as far as JVing, we've only JV'd on wholesales, not really on any flips or rent to owns. So that's that. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So I see this question. I think we could probably take this one. Kwame says, when the bank gives you a loan, is it the same as a line of credit? So no.
No.
All right, so the the difference between a loan and a line of credit, the loan, once you pay off, it is done, right? You pay it off interest. With a line of credit, right, you can pay it off and you get it back, and you can just keep on using that amount. So you really, if the bank gives you a line of credit, that's your best bet. But again, having that loan is a great way to secure funding for your first deal. Anything you guys had to add?
No, that's exactly what it is. You said it right on the head.
Love it.
All right.
Oh, I love this.
Like this question. Do the Briscoes have a YouTube page?
Y'all got a YouTube
No, we got it.
No, you can follow me on Instagram at mobilehome_mommy, MAMI. But I post most of my stuff on Facebook at Nichole Briscoe, NICHOLE Briscoe. Can you type that, babe? I know we can't see the comments.
Yeah, somebody put it in the comments for us too, so that way you guys can see that, so you can catch that. Awesome. Let's get to some of the questions.
And to answer her, do we have a YouTube page? Y'all, we only been doing this for 6 months. So think of what you can do if you're motivated. We have 7 properties and we've done 10 wholesale deals in 6 months.
I love it. Right. Because you started, I think you messaged us. You got that first deal that was like March, right? March of this year.
I bought the course in March.
Okay.
And I bought my first house 3 weeks later in April.
Yeah, in April. I remember that.
Don't play no game. Y'all don't play no games.
No game.
And word spread, y'all, so I want to keep this separate from my job. And people are already saying, I see you flipping those houses that move. Are you leaving?
So I'm using this as a great investment tool.
Right, as a second.
Exactly. I still need you for my insurance. Okay.
Right.
Hey, I wonder what they're gonna do. Hey, when she pull up in that, in that brand new thing, they're gonna be like, oh no, we paying you too much.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Trying to do to us now.
Right.
Love it. I think we got another question.
Betty Boo says, did you all do your research before you jumped off the porch, or did you learn as you went?
So you might have missed it, Betty, but like I said, I went through the course, like with Byron and Shanice. Their modules are straight to the point. This is what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you need to do. Once I finished that, I finished the course in like a week. Then that's when I was like, okay, while I was doing the course, I did start, driving around for dollars, start scoping things out, but I didn't make calls until I knew what to say.
Right.
So I finished the course first.
Nice.
I love it.
Nice.
Where did you move the mobile home when you renovated them? Are they still there?
Yeah, they still there.
No, they not.
All right, there we go. Yeah, that'd be great. Shout out Meek. Meek Sawyer says, where did you move the mobile home while you renovated them? Did you already answer it? Because I know it kicked us off.
No, we didn't answer it. So most of the times, actually all of them have been, if they're not already in the park, we move them, then we do all the renovations. So that way, because in North Carolina, you got to get permits, you got to get moving and all that other stuff. So we usually renovate at the park where we have the relationship to put it in an empty space.
I love it.
Oh man,
I love it. And that's the best strategy too, because sometimes, the house can be damaged during transition. So you definitely don't want to renovate it. Then you move it. Yep. Then you got to go back and extra money. Right. Right. So I love it.
Yeah. And there's an Instagram right there for you, everybody. And then this is the Facebook. Shout out Kayla going in, hooking up.
Thank you, baby.
I love it.
There you go.
So beautiful.
Shout out. We got the Briscoes out here killing it. So proud of y'all. What's going on,
Calvin?
That's my boy Calvin. That's the one I told you I took his wholesaling class.
Yeah.
After that, it was on fire after that. Y'all see our t-shirts. My husband got us t-shirts.
I see.
I love it. Look at y'all, Brandon. I love it.
And I made my husband get some well, he got it.
Magnet signs.
He got some magnet signs, and here I go being ungrateful. It was like this big. I said, "Babe, I needed to cover the whole door." So now it covered the whole door, and the small ones I done put on the back tail end of the car.
Oh man, that's amazing. So you got a question that says, how do you vet your handyman and your contractors?
That I'm gonna keep it one. Oh, let me turn the camera.
Go ahead, babe. You handle this. I don't want.
This is probably I ain't gonna say the worst, but the most challenging part of this process is the handyman. It just is. You just never know who's gonna be doing it. Some handyman you gotta babysit them. Some handyman will do a halfway job. Some handyman ain't gonna show up when they say they're gonna show up. Some handyman gonna be working at night when you didn't want to be working at night. Why are you here? They'll lie, and then some of them are good, and some of them just get in situations that you can't.
Y'all, our second handyman. It was him and his nephew. We got windows replaced. No problem. Want nothing, super major in the house. Well, he called me at 5 a.m. the next morning. I was like, hey, everything okay? Everything going? He was like, hey, Nichole, just wanted to let you know we slept in your house overnight. What happened? We slept in the house because the window was gone. You took it to the shop and we didn't want your paint sprayer to get sprayed. So we slept in your house. He was protecting my asset, y'all. I was so honored, but I need y'all to understand. They had just started working on that house. It wasn't no carpet in it. It had carpet ends in it.
Did the subfloor.
Yeah. So it's hard to find workers that are loyal. So when you get them, you got to take care of them.
Yeah. No, definitely. And then real quick, we got a shout out Alicia.
Go ahead, Alicia.
Oh, good job, Alicia.
Yeah.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it. That's right.
Yes. Here's another one for you guys. Did you have to get a dealer's license?
Love it.
In the state of North Carolina,
3.
You can have 3. But know your system, okay? Praise God and work your system.
You gotta know the system. You gotta know the system.
This may be a question for y'all. I'm not sure if it's a consultation question for y'all, but
Byron, you said it because I still have a notebook. I called over 80 people before I got 3 solid movers. And when I tell you, when people ask me that, I'm like, oh, that's privy information. No, but seriously, how you find them is you call. I mean, you can reach out to.
Just calling them. Honestly, just calling them. Just like when we had to do at the parks. I mean, what is our list of parks? Like over 500 we have in our database, and most of them either the phone number's gone or they just like, no, we don't sublease or XYZ. So just call. You have to do that hard work to get what you want.
Yeah.
Boots on the ground.
Yeah, it's that tedious work that nobody likes to do, but that tedious work gives you big rewards in the end. So, and it gives you those relationships. Like you said, you got your movers. Man, y'all got so many great relationships with park owners and park managers now. And same thing with us. Like, when we were still heavy into the individual homes, we got homes like this for free, but it was based on a relationship that we built with a certain park manager where every time they got a house, she's hitting Byron up like, hey, I got another one. Come out here. It's yours. I don't need anything. I'm going to give you for a few months off block rent. We just need you to sell it. Based off that relationship because she just loves our personality.
Relationships are key. I have a relationship with the lady, let's be honest, at the DMV. Every time she sees me, she know who I am. She loves Chick-fil-A. Guess what I slid her? Here go your gift card. Now I can pull up and ask for anything. She be like, he lives here. You build them relationships, y'all.
I love it.
Yes. Yeah, one more. We're going to take one more question.
Okay.
And Dove says, did you get your insurance on any of the mobile homes?
Tell them, babe. All along.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. I love it. I love it.
There'll be research on that too. So,
Now, I see some of you asking the questions about the wholesaling process. Now, we only got a few minutes. Can you hear us?
Okay, what'd you say?
No, I said a few people asked a question about covering the wholesaling process. Now I know that's again, time-wise, that's a whole nother thing in itself. But
Yes.
I will say I'm gonna drop the link in the I'm gonna drop the link again in the thing, but this is in the course. We got the wholesaling process in the course. You know, we always tell you guys, listen, it's a lot of great people out here who teach this information. We just want you to learn the information, right? Invest in your mindset. You know, be willing to like they said, jump off the porch, right? But we definitely know. Here goes somebody said, you know what you say, no freebies, right?
Period.
Right? Some
No
things,
freebies.
you know, we definitely, you know, we keep hold, because here's the biggest thing. You know, we got students, well, over 3,000 students all over the country, and the biggest thing for us is we want to be fair, right? We give y'all some great information, but at the same time, the stuff, we got to keep some stuff because the family, we know what you're investing in yourself, and when you invest in it, when you pay for it, that's when you take it serious, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that is. But we can give you the whole game. Both of us, the Briscoes, we can all give you the entire game on this live. But only 10% of y'all gonna maybe do something with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the rest of 90% of y'all, it just sounds good. It's good information, but you're not gonna take no action anyway. So that's why you have to invest in yourself. Because once you put some money into something, it's like, okay, man, I didn't pay for this, so I gotta show out. I have to do
right.
Yeah, and here's the thing, you know, I always tell people, this is my analogy to it. We all went to school, right? And we were all in one classroom. We had A students, B students, C students, D students, and F students. And the F students made all the excuses about the teachers didn't like them and all that kind of stuff. But we got the same information. What type of student are you going to be? Right? Are you going to be the rock star? Right? Even the B student going to still pass. The C student still pass. But again, what student will you want to be with the information you receive? So, man, when I tell y'all this was phenomenal, y'all. I really truly thank y'all. And you know, the fact that, again, I love sitting the fact from another couple. You know, and one thing, if you guys jumped on late, the Briscoes said, listen, we still work our full-time jobs, but we still make enough time for our business, and we have not spent $1 from our business. You hear that? Not spent $1 from their business and reinvested. And guess what that's been able to do? They've been able to take a quantum leap inside of their business, right? Because they've been focused, they've been disciplined, because we know, most of us know, when we first got, if most people on here, we got 8 people on here, they would have got that first, with a $12,000 check. Oh man. We just saw some Gucci purses, some, you know.
Nope. I'm not stunting on nobody. I will keep the same Adidas. Let this empire grow so I can get bigger and better things. Like, and that's what I'm teaching my 15-year-old daughter now. She was like, ooh, when I get money, I'm gonna do this. Well, now that she's watching me, she was like, Mama, can I JV on a deal with you? I said, what's JV?
Yeah, she's listening in the background because she used the words that we use.
She said joint. She said joint venture. She said, I also heard that you have the title to the house. Would you like for me to help you with the paperwork? Oh, sis trying to get paid. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, look, baby girl just said we about to be riding double R's.
You know, we love them double R's over here. I love it.
We hear you, butter.
She follow y'all, so she know them about them Range Rovers.
I love it. That's so
man.
sweet.
Listen, everybody in here, real quick, drop a comment for the Briscoes. Tell them how much you appreciate it. Man, it's been amazing. You see, inspiration, continued blessings to you guys, right? Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Oh man, I mean, just everybody just loved that. I mean, just drop your comments when I tell y'all was phenomenal. I can't wait till this saves. I know it take like a day or something like that for it to save.
Yeah, I think it takes like a day. So it'll be up there just in case some of you guys hopped on late. You'll definitely be able to see the replay. It's not going anywhere. It'll be up on our page. So you can definitely hit up the Briscoes as well. Man,
But Byron and Shanice, we want to thank you. I'm serious. Just listening to y'all story about how I think Byron was an Uber driver and you were like a case manager, and y'all was just doing y'all thing, and then somehow Byron lost his car and he was like, okay, Shanice, listen to this, and y'all did it. What if y'all took that knowledge and kept it to yourself and came millionaires quietly? Why? Y'all shared that with us. And for a fraction of the price of what other people out here doing, okay? But other people out here not giving you. And then somebody said he go a 50% off coupon. Come on, man! I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell you what I liked about the course.
I'm gonna drop it again.
What I liked about the course is that it was, like she's been saying, straight to the point, and it helped with me being able to develop my own process. Through this music. So you guys' process is the basis, it's the foundation, and we've developed our own thing that works for us. So that's what I liked about it. I mean, even with like the numbers, I think it's in the course they show you how to do the numbers. So, and I've developed my own formula through y'all's formula.
So I love it, man.
And that's it's crazy. Me and Byron, we talk about that all the time. Like, we talk about that. We have conversations and we say, like, what if we never made Mobile Home Elite? Because we, our mobile home business is a whole nother company. It's a whole nother LLC. And we always talk about it like, what if we never shared this information? And now we have over hundreds of students who have been able to utilize mobile home investing and change their lives. They're, creating generational wealth. They're in situations like you guys where their sons are involved, and now they're getting mobile homes. And that really fills my heart, because that's what it's all about. It's about community. It's about us showing our people that, this is another way for us to make that income and then bring it back and really show the next generation, like, it's a different way out here to make this money.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing for me was, throughout this journey, like you said, what if we kept it? I knew from the day one, like, she know me. Anything that I learned, I'm telling. Like, people be like, why you always be telling so much, Byron? It's like, why not?
He did.
Because I think
I'm such a giver too, but when he presented the idea for us to start the Instagram page and put it out there, I'm such a laid back individual, and I'm like, wait, so like my face got to be out here, like I gotta, I gotta be on IG Live, and it's a lot of stuff that I had to get over. But then again, it's like when you're doing your purpose and you're doing something for somebody, it's like you get over those fears. So it's the same thing with mobile home investment. A lot of you guys on here, you got family, you got kids, you got some type of situation. And even yourself, you have yourself where it's something in your life that you want to do mobile home investing to change your life. So it's like you got to keep remembering what that purpose is and really feed off that.
Yeah, I mean, just the comments, everybody, and that's what keeps fueling us. At the end of the day, again, like, man, listen, when we first got off that live, when I first talked to y'all, I told Sharnice, I said, they just motivated me. We gotta go get something else. Because, again, that's what it's about. This mobile home community. And that's why we create this interview series, because, we may go and talk in front of the camera, but we need other people to see people like Nichole and Tim, because, again, they are you, right? They are us.
Absolutely.
In that situation. And that's all it is, right? We're comfortable enough to do it. And at the end of the day, we understand this is the biggest shift of wealth that we're going to see in our lifetime, right? This is equivalent to when Madam C.J. Walker, and around her time when the Spanish flu came and all these people became millionaires. This is happening right now in the digital age. And so, just with all the opportunities, and look what we're doing. We're providing affordable housing.
Right.
Affordable housing, right? Being rewarded for providing affordable housing. That's at the end of the day. Most people who come in this business looking for the dollar, it's going to be hard. But when you come in here, like y'all said, that family was, when they were just crying, that's what sold us. When they was crying,
we get it all the time. And I'm such a cry baby. I'm like, come on, girl. I'm such a softie with people. And I think that's that social worker aspect in me. Help so bad. And I want to make sure everything is perfect for them. Because I understand that the situation that some of these families are in, you want to make sure that they're in a safe and clean home environment, not only for themselves, but for their children as well. So
real quick, Oh, my bad. What you say, Nichole?
That first deal, I chose the older guy for the younger guy. He's in his late 60s. I said, y'all done made somebody granddaddy, a first time homeowner. He didn't even have money to move. I paid for his move. Me and my husband went over there, helped him pack this stuff up. Let's go. My husband was like, babe, I appreciate you, but that social work side, you're gonna have to leave that at the house. Praise God. He said, we're not gonna keep doing this.
We can't keep doing this.
And I was like, babe, let's just help him.
I know.
Hey, hold on, I'm about to mess with y'all, but the cousin said some good stuff. He said, hey, nephew, let me hold some. But she followed up and said, I'm so proud of you and your success. God has really blessed you. Your hard work is really paying off, and it's nice to see young people doing big things. I just couldn't be more proud of you both. That's so beautiful.
Thank you, Dana.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So now this has been super awesome. You know, we had to extend it a little bit of time. If you guys just jumping on, I'm going to drop it one more time. Hopefully, normally times be Facebook that kick us off. But I just went ahead and dropped the link. So if you want the course, okay, there you go. If you want the course for 50% off, the Elite E-course, A to Z, again, it's going to be just tonight for $249. So $249, you're going to learn the mobile home investing game. Go ahead, click that link, go sign up. You know, if anybody listening to tell you, if you got to scrape up some change at the end of the day, but here's the thing. Don't buy the course that's going to sit on your digital shelf. I'll be honest with you, we're not looking for the sales. We don't care about that. The reason we price this is because we know you. If you're investing into it, you're going to take action. But if you dibble and dabbling with 4 other courses, focus on them. Come back and buy the course. But if you like, yo, I'm ready to roll right now, go get the course. But don't have this course sit on your digital shelf because we see the results and we know who actually taking action. And so some of y'all that ain't been taking action, and we gonna start sending y'all emails too because you ain't went through the course.
I know that's right.
That's just absurd to me that would happen. I mean, she did have to bring me along, but at the end of the day, once I still went in and tried.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the biggest thing, and we use each other's strengths.
Yes.
So me doing the numbers and having those good returns, and her being out there, being able to be out there in people's faces and talking to them and getting those relationships. Mm-hmm. So we definitely support each other. So if you can get a support team once you do this, please do so.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Love it.
Well, everybody, this has been a dope one. This is definitely one for the record books. It will be up. I think these lives, it takes about 24 hours or so for YouTube to.
Yeah, it'll be, if you're in the Facebook group, because I know some of you guys on here is in our Facebook group, it'll be up right away in the Facebook group. But then for those of you guys on YouTube, it does take like 24 hours for it to be on there. But it'll be on there, replay all the gems. It ain't going nowhere. Hit up the Briscoes. And yeah. So now listen, have a phenomenal night. I think for some of you guys interested in the Facebook group, we're gonna have the links updated on the YouTube page, so that way you guys can have definitely subscribe to the Facebook group as well. But listen, it's been phenomenal. Thank you so much, Nichole and Tim, for coming on, gracing us. With the gems, and everybody out there, y'all have a phenomenal Monday. Take on this week, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Bye, y'all.